Hello there, fabulous people. It's Sean here, and welcome to another vlog with JC's Home Finds. To continue with our bag bits journey, we're going to go a little deeper as we talk about pre-loved bags and their ranking systems. So, grab your pens and papers because here is the pre-loved bags and ranking systems 101. Pre-loved simply means previously owned or second-hand. Specifically, these are the ones that have been bought from previous owners, resellers, boutiques, you name it. And the number of times the bag has been used brings about wear, tear, and folds. Therefore, depending to the extent you use your handbag or your signature bag, it directly applies to what condition it is being held right now. Which brings us to the standard ranking system used by the Preloved Bag Community. The ranking system.
Did you know that in Japan, particularly in the Tokyo district, there are enormous amounts of bag lovers? To the point also that there are a lot of signature bag consignment and reseller shops as well. With this regard, to keep up with quality control and measurement, they have developed their very own standard ranking system through 7 alphabetical combinations. They are as follows: letters N, S, SA, A, AB, B, and lastly, the lowest with letter C.
By the way, this is not to be confused with the replica and fake items general ranking system, which labels triple A's, double A's, etc.
Starting off with the letter N, which is pretty self-explanatory by the way because it stands for new or brand new. With a score of 10 out of 10 and it came from a straight source or the shop itself, whether it is Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes. If it came from the source, it's ranked as N. Next up is with letter S, which stands for unused with a score of 9.9 over 10. It simply tells that bag is completely unused and should be distinguished from items ranked as N. This may mean that it was bought by the owner, but have been kept unused for a certain long period of time. Say for example, you bought a very expensive Hermes bag and decided to keep it on a storage chest or a glass box for display somewhere else. Speaking of Hermes, we have here our very own Hermes Gypsier 34 to sample for our next rank in our list with SA. Now, SA stands for very good condition with a score of 9.8 over 10. It is good as new, although they may have been used a few times and may have very minor surface scratches. Next in our list, we're going down to the more middle area, featuring our very own YSL Bell with a ranking of A. It stands for it is in good condition. With a scoring of 9.5 over 10, these are slightly used items with few scratches and marks. You may start to see some bags in the market with this ranking level that may be recolorized to restore their vibrant colors, to make them look good as new. Don't worry, it is actually natural because it doesn't affect the bag and its authenticity, unless you change a lot of its hardware and its parts in general. Going down to AB with a condition of good, with a scoring of 9 over 10, featuring our YSL Muse MM. These are slightly used items with few scratches and marks, but in less better condition compared to A. Less better condition in the sense that they have been used heavily and wear and tear is already starting to get visible with the bag. Now on the bottom tier with letter B, which stands for used with a scoring of 8 over 10. These are apparently worn out items with some scratches and marks visible on the naked eye without the need of doing further inspection of the bag. Like this Cèline bucket mini vintage bag I have here for example. But don't get me wrong though, it still holds good. Last but not the least with letter C, which stands for fairly used with a scoring of 7 over 10. Featuring our, well, we don't have any C with our bags, but these are heavily used items with obvious wear and tear in the form of scratches and marks. Most bags that share this C ranking are vintages and project bags. Now, just to take note everybody, this ranking system is not mostly recognized as the standard system worldwide. Here in the Philippines, for example, consignment and resellers generally use either the one we've just did a walkthrough earlier or the simpler Westerner style of rankings, like excellent, good, and fair, or simply scoring the bags from 1 to 10. That's all there is to it actually, but you know what?
At the end of the day, the condition of the bag and its quality is still up to you to evaluate. They will highly depend on the photos, the physical appearance, and the bits and nuggets of how it is presented to you. Simply put, these rankings and systems of alphabets and digits are just for the sake of guiding the buyers for their convenience. In conclusion, you might ask,
should I buy the S ranked or the C bag?
To answer to that, my friends, it all depends and all goes down to your liking. I'll see you in the next video. Stay fabulous, as always.